I'm ranking overall the performance, okay? Performance of classes, in my personal opinion, this is obviously mine, so this may be a hot take for some of you. Maybe a hot take for some of you. But here is my tier list, okay? We're just going to start with some of these. So this is for all content. Are we talking R10 or for leveling? Those things have to be included together for this tier list. I'm including everything that makes a class good. Because if something is good in R10s, but is not very good for leveling, that is going to affect my decision making. An example of this is Fighter, which is great for R10s when you have support, but is not the best leveler. So we kind of gotta figure out some of that stuff, kind of put that together. So let's sort this out. We'll put this down. Stop making noise. Freaking bag is making so much noise. Oh my god. All right. Here we go. I just made a folder of each adventure pack. Want me to send it to you? Or if you just want to make a tier list and then send it to me. Either or. Okay. So, pure class. We're looking at all of it. So we'll start with these classes. Which one do I want to start here? Let's start with something that I think is like probably middle of the pack. Actually, probably like C. C for class. Like this is a class in DDO. I think that I don't think this is a very controversial opinion. I'm going to go C for Cleric. Now, here's the thing. Cleric's a good class, okay? It is not a bad class. But I think that almost everything the Cleric does, other classes just do better. It's a great starter, and it's good for leveling a lot, but it tapers off a lot of its damage as you get towards the end game. I think it doesn't have as much utility as other classes. So in my opinion, Cleric's going in the C tier for Cleric. That's where I put in Cleric. I like domains. I had some fun playing Cleric earlier this year, but I can't put Cleric higher than C. It just fits right there so well, C for Cleric. What else is in here? I'm going to do something controversial, okay? I think something that you guys might not like in terms of classes. Warlock is hitting the A tier. Now, here's why. You guys are going to be up in arms about this one. I personally love Warlock. For me, it is a class that is, from the standpoint of introducing somebody to spell casting and using spells, it is a awesome beginner and starter class. On top of that, as you move forward with Warlock, the one thing that it doesn't do the most is damage, but it fulfills a lot of other roles, and it can be very, very, very good as some other spellcasters in terms of some of the other roles that they can perform. So you've got great crowd control, great instant killing, but the damage does lack. I can't put Warlock in S tier, as I think that Warlock might be my favorite class. There are classes that are better performing than Warlock, in my opinion. Awesome debuffer, great party utility. You can play it as a melee, as a tank, as a friggin' inquisitive. It is still going to work. But I can't put it in the S tier. Another class that, to me, I think fits really well in the A tier is the Alchemist. Alchemist is an extremely strong leveler, one of the fastest in the game, and it also just demolishes stuff at endgame. Very, very, very good. Highly recommend Alchemist. I really enjoy it. I think it's very fun to play. I think it's pretty well designed. I kind of wish there were more spells that interacted with the system, and I wish there were more level 6 spells. But man, is it good. Big fan. So, very, very, very good class. Now, this is going to be the spooky part, because we have the D tier down here, and something has to hit D tier. Oh, man. We got to put something in D tier. That's not good. If I have to put something in S tier, which I think would be appropriate, I think S tier really only has one thing, in my opinion, that's going to go. Sorcerer. I'm putting Sorcerer in S tier. Sorcerer has been the dominant leveling class for a very long time. And Sorcerer is an extremely powerful crowd control character. It does pretty much everything. There are very few roles you can't fill with a Sorcerer, and the amount of impact that they have is massive. So I'm putting Sorcerer in S tier, S for Sorcerer, A for Alchemist. Let's go just shove that over there. So it's S for Sorcerer, A for Alchemist, C for Cleric. Yeah, you do. If you want, you can just send me the files and I'll do it. I'll do it. But yeah. Double down on Sorc Supremacy. It's very, very good. Druid? No way, dude. Druid is better. Maybe with Burst of Glacial Wrath, but Druid can't cause helplessness. Get out of here. Get out of here. We're almost open? Ooh, exciting. I gotta finish this tier list soon then. Okay, hold on. I gotta finish the tier list. So where would I put the rest of these classes? I think I'm going to have to put Bard probably... probably B or C tier. I'm gonna go with probably B tier. It's a very good multi-classer. The problem is Pure Bard. There's only one Pure Bard build, and that's Spellsinger. Everything else you need to multi-class with it, and that really detracts from its ability to be classified as a higher tier. It does, yeah, it's the Spellsinger, and some of the buffs are very good, but you can conceivably, like, if they deleted Bard from the game, you probably wouldn't even notice. So, actually, I'm going to move it down to C tier. I can't. Druid's coming down. Or Bard's coming down. Other good classes. Ranger, B tier. Ranger, B tier, because it is absolutely amazing. Tempest Ranger is super fun. Bow Ranger, a lot of people like. I don't, but it makes the best bow builds. But Tempest Ranger, enough, is good enough for me. So that's going to go into the B tier. Another thing for B tier, I'm going to whip into... Hold on, I'm going to do this a little bit. Wizard, I think, is also going to probably hit either C or B tier for me. I'm going to say probably C tier as well. I like Wizard, but I find that in terms of spellcasters, I find Sorcerer, Wizard, and Alchemist are better for me. So we are... So these ones work a little bit better, so that we're good. Can you post a link so we can do it? It's already... Just do exclamation point Saltmarsh. It'll come up. There's a bot command for it. So you do it yourself. What else is in here? I have to put something at the bottom. What class goes at the bottom? What class goes at the bottom? I think that Druid is very good. I really like Druid. I like Paladin. I'm going to put the Paladin up into the A tier. Paladin's easily one of my favorite classes. It's very versatile and it's very dominant right now. Two-handed fighter Paladin, dual-wielding Paladin, single-weapon fighter Paladin. Paladins are used really as tanks, and especially for multi-classing tanks. So I think we're good. Oh, is the Saltmarsh link not working? Oh, I guess my bot went to sleep. So that's cool. Hold on. If the bot went to sleep, I'll just copy and paste it. It's really dumb. That's good. What else is in here? I'm going to put probably Fighter down here in D tier, because Fighter is really, really good as an endgame DPS monster. And when you're not doing that, if you don't have a healer standing behind your Fighter, it just falls apart. So I'm putting Fighter in D. I think I'm probably going to put Artificer either C or D.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Don't rush me.
The old Brian conversation. I'm probably going to go with Artificer, probably C tier, because I think that Rogue is going to hit in B here. I think that Artificer is not quite as good as Rogue, largely because Rogue fits the niche of damage spells more often, and Artificer is the kind of thing as an unsupported hybrid, and I think that's the main issue, is that there's not that much hybrid support. This may change. This may change, obviously, with some of the new items and the new hybrids coming out, but I think that Artificer needs more support, especially one of the biggest problems with Artificer is that they have rune arms, okay? And rune arms, unfortunately, scale off of your evocation DCs, which means Battle Engineer, which is a rune arm tree, has no evocation DCs, so you can't rune arm anything. And that's really silly. Druid, I'm going to put Druid in, probably in the B tier. B tier for Druid. Because I hate caster druids. If I didn't hate caster druids, I would go up. But I hate caster druids. Is it safe to buy Saltmarsh now? I don't know. Did they tweet it out? I would not buy it until they tweet it out. C tier seems a little weird. Yeah, it's only C tier for me. What do we got? Then we have Monk, Barbarian, and Favored Soul. Okay, so Favored Soul is a very, very, very good class. Extremely powerful. Very useful. I'm going to put Favored Soul probably in the A tier here. I think the Favored Soul is very, very good in terms of class disparity. So I would definitely consider that as something. It's got so much health. It's insane for Hardcore League. It's like a cheat code. It's like instant win in Hardcore. The problem with Favored Soul is its damage sucks in endgame. So if you're playing as a DPS Favored Soul, you get relegated into a healer or some type of crowd control role. However, Burst of Glacial Wrath is going to change a lot of things, so I think that's good. Monk. Look, I like Monk, guys. It's a fun class, D tier. And the last one, we have Barbarian. I'm probably going to put B for Barbarian. Barbarian is one of the most versatile classes. I'm going to put B for Barbarian, probably. This makes sense to me. So, this is how I would organize the classes in terms of these things. Barb is S. So, again, this is my personal take of how I enjoy my classes and how I like playing them. So, this is how we do it. Why is Monk D? Monk is D because I don't play enough Monk. It's fun to play, but I just haven't played it a lot. That's all. There's not a commentary on Monk being like the best or the worst class. I just want to let you guys know that that's my opinion on that. I have a shirt here.